Have another tissue, please.
I find it's very hard to believe, sweetheart. I'm telling you, you have a few little sneezes, and all of a sudden you're an invalid.
Yeah, it's just I'm not used to being sick, that's all.
You're not sick.
What do you call this?
It's a cold, honey. Everybody gets a cold. Take a little vitamin C. Come on outside and sweat it out, okay?
If I go outside, I'm going to end up with pneumonia.
Honey, you're beginning to sound like a hypochondriac.
Look, staying home from the office for one day is not going to kill me. Obviously, this is a delayed reaction from my accident, that's all.
But you are milking as much as you can, aren't you?
Well, just go, yeah, you go ahead. Make light of it. I could have got myself killed, you know that?
Would you listen to you? Now you're talking about Dad? Honey, you were the one who didn't want to be treated like a victim, remember?
I am not a victim. I am just facing facts. Apparently, this accident is affecting me more than I thought. This body just isn't what it used to be.
Honey, I don't know what to say. The body, though, to me, looks kind of good, you know, like it always has.
Did you get that,
Oh,
please?
don't strain yourself, honey. I'll do it. Here's some more tissue.
Thank you.
General Hospital Annex. Oh, it's an inside joke. Forget it. Hey, Robert, it's me, Florence Nightingale. Sean? Oh, well, I hate to break this to you, but, you know, the last time I looked, he was just hanging on by a thread for his very life.
Funny.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll see if he's still alive, okay? Do you think maybe you could crawl over here and talk to your good friend Robert?
Tiffany, you're really becoming quite the comedian, aren't you?
Yes, darling. I'm taking it from you.
Thank you very much. Hello. No, you're not playing doctor. No, I hadn't planned on going to the office today, because I'm trying to nip a cold in the bud. What are you worried about? Come on, Duke takes lots of trips to New York City. Well, why'd you ask Anna that? Well, she's not going to tell you. She's certainly not going to tell me. Come on. Now, I'm going to have to give you a negative on this. No, buddy, I really mean it. This time, it's a negative, all right? I'm going to stay right here, and don't call me unless it's absolutely critical, okay? I've got to get some rest. Yeah. And look, all right, don't worry about Duke. Just don't worry about him. All right. I'll worry for you.
What's wrong?
Duke is gone again.
Well, you reminded Robert, so I'll remind you. Duke takes an awful lot of trips to New York, you know.
Yeah, but a little too often ever since Anna got back. That's what bothers me.
Why? Come on, Duke is back to his old self again. Just like you.
I can't quite get the similarity.
Really? Well, Duke is a doer. He likes action. He's up and at 'em, you know, and that was the way you are, BC.
Where's BCB?
BC is before cold. Ooh.
Oh, wait.
Oh, please, Sean, why don't you just get up, get dressed, and get out of here and go to work? I can't stand this another second. You're making me sick. I gotta go to work.
Before you go, would you just raise the heat a little bit, please? Oh, my shoulder, my head.
I don't know, for the first time, I'm really starting to worry about Bobby.
Well, she wouldn't want you to do that, Terry. Why don't you sit down and have some more coffee?
You know, I really thought things were going to be working out for those two. I mean, I was saying little prayers every day, but obviously they haven't been working.
Why do you say that?
Because of this.
Do you know what this says to me?
What?
It says here are three people taking a break from helping other people.
Well, it looks like Jake is having a pretty good time.
Well, there's no crime in that.
Do you think I'm making too much of this photograph?
Probably.
Well, I thought that Bobby was making too much out of Jake not writing, but I'm not too sure about that anymore.
Why do you say that?
Because of everything that's been going on the last 3 months. Jake walking out of here.
Jake didn't walk out on Bobby.
I explained that to Bobby, but I didn't say how I really felt. You know, I had questions.
Well, what kind of questions?
Such as, How could he suddenly leave without letting any of us know?
Well, from what I understand, there was some kind of an emergency down here.
I still don't understand why he didn't just stick around and try to convince her to go with him.
Because sometimes a guy's got to do what he's got to do.
I explained that to Bobby, but I can't explain to her why he hasn't written her.
Maybe he's been too busy.
I made that excuse for him, too. I can't understand how a guy can be so busy that he can't sit down and write a few letters. I mean, explaining what has happened, how is he doing. I mean, nothing but brief notes.
I don't know, Terry. I didn't keep up with Bobby's mail.
Yeah, well, Bobby did. And so few phone calls.
Maybe there wasn't any phones around.
Well, when he was signing for 2 more years, he sure found one.
Well, you are right about that.
I wish I weren't. I mean, the Jake I know wouldn't have done what he's done.
Well, I'm sure once they get together, there'll be some kind of an explanation.
Well, if he doesn't have one, she's going to be devastated.
Well, yeah, she's hurting pretty bad.
But it could be worse if Jake wants out of their marriage.
Well, Terry, you're just going to have to keep saying those little prayers.
I think it's too late for that.
Well, things will work out the way they're supposed to. He probably misses her as much as she misses him.
I don't think he misses her or anybody else in Port Charles.
Jake looks terrific. He's even clean-shaven.
No. Do you see why I called you over here?
Well, I'm glad you did.
Ruby, if Bobby would have seen us before she left, come on, what do you think?
I think Jake loves Bobby, and I want a cup of coffee.
I've had 4 cups already. I'm just real upset. I don't know what's the matter with him.
Well, honey, now, don't be upset. Looking at this snapshot, Jake looks terrific.
Seeing him with his arms around that woman, though,
Honey, it says here, co-worker.
A pretty friendly co-worker.
Jake is a friendly guy. Listen, Bobby loves Jake, Jake loves Bobby. When they get together, everything is going to be fine.
I kept saying that, too, but now I'm starting to wonder.
Don't. True love will pass any test.
Well, Bobby passes with flying colors. Jake, I wouldn't give him too high a marks right now.
Jake did what he had to do.
Yeah, but if you love somebody, you're not supposed to make life harder on them. And rejection is hard to take, especially from somebody you love.
There's some truth in that.
Yeah. And you don't just turn your back on them and walk out either and expect them to be standing here with their arms open.
Maybe if you don't wait too long, you can.
If you're talking about you and Dan, it's a different situation.
Well, I didn't go to South America, but I did reject him.
But you gave him an explanation.
I don't know if that made it hurt less.
Ruby, Dan loves you very much. He would move heaven or hell for you if you said yes. Any woman would love to have that kind of power over a man.
A lot of women love being independent. Listen, don't laugh. I heard a radio program this morning, and they said when there's a divorce, only 35% of men said life was better. 85% of the women said life was better. That's a whopping majority.
Would you just forget those polls? I mean, they're not accurate.
There's some truth in them.
I think there's more truth in your heart. And if I were you, I'd go with that.